and welcome back to Come Geek Some. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe for all future content. Ladies and gentlemen, New York City Taxi. What are you doing? Right. They have sent out an email to all their drivers, and they've called it Inclusive Language Tips. Basically, New York City Taxi are trying to censor free speech for all their drivers. Yes, you heard that correctly. So what we're going to be looking at here is, I actually came across this because Tim Pool posted it, and he was like, if they use they is classed as misgendering, which I thought was actually really, really funny. And what it is, it's from Matthew Chase. He's the one who's done it. He is he covers politics and all that kind of thing for Newsday. And this is what he posted. New Pronoun Guidance, Inclusive Language Tips from NYC Taxi, the city's regulator. And this is the email that they have sent out to all their drivers. Inclusive Language Tips. Dear TLC driver, as you may know, if you are on duty, you must pick up passengers regardless of their race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, sexual identity, disability, or destination. Here are some tips that will make your trip with a passenger more inclusive. Using someone's preferred pronoun is a simple way to show respect. Ask the passenger what their pronoun is. Do not assume someone's pronoun because of their appearance or name on the app. If you do not want to ask, you can ask how they prefer to be called or use the gender-neutral pronouns such as they or ze. Introduce yourself and share your pronouns. Some examples of pronouns are he, him, she, her, they, them, ze, her, ze. What the hell am I reading? If you make a mistake using a pronoun, be sure to apologise. Do not use words such as it or he, she. This is offensive to the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender and queer community. So with all of that, I find it really, really funny because they are literally now telling New York Taxi, all these drivers to literally, while the meter's running and everything else now, you need to ask them, what do you prefer me to call you? What's your pronouns? What's this? What's that? It's absolutely stupid. It's ridiculous because this is basically, they are trying to censor free speech for their drivers. That is wrong. Again, in the comment section, it's everything is just some of the funniest tweets I've seen in a while. You got somebody here. From my own New York Taxi experience, I'm just happy I'm able to understand what's being said. Someone else, I just rolled my eyes so hard I saw my brain. Is this real? I'm so glad I don't live there. Compelled speech is unconstitutional. What is your preferred pronoun? A cab driver asked. Someone replied, 7th and Broadway, the passenger replied. See, that's what it is. And to be honest, people are like, we really do hope it's satire because if it's not satire, this is going to get a lot of people in trouble. You got by here? Matt, that Chinese restaurant we were going to closed down. Paves the way for a new one called Wokey Wok or something. I'm walking here. That's another good one. Okay, but I would think that at least 99% of the time the correct pronoun for a taxi driver to use with their passenger would be you, your, yours. Which is very, very true. Because they're not going to say, oh, hello, he, or whatever, really, That's how stupid this is. It's like, oh, yeah, I got a passenger in the back if they are speaking on the radio. I got a passenger. I'm going to drop them, whatever. This is stupid. It's almost like they want to censor these, or tell people not to use certain words and say these instead. Because some people probably got offended. Because they're the ones who get offended at everything that don't cater to them. Basically, the SJWs and the woke cancel culture people. And it's really funny because out of all of this, New York City Taxi TLC, they only actually replied to one person. And the person who wrote to them said, regulating speech is never a good idea. And this is what they came back with. The Inclusive Language Tips email did not announce a new policy or a rule. We shared some informal, helpful tips about communicating with passengers. And I actually replied to them. And I actually said that this is actually a very good social media response. And it is because they've been told to say that if anyone says what what I said and what we're all thinking, saying that it is censoring free speech and regulating what people can say. That's exactly what it is. They've been told to put that down because they know people are there's gonna be a massive outcry against it, and it already is, because you cannot go around and tell taxi drivers to not say something. They just can't do this. It's going to become a big backlash, I think, over the next couple of weeks for NYC Taxi on Twitter as well. A lot of people are going to be very, very upset at this because, well, taxi drivers, guarantee you, some of the taxi drivers will probably just get really pissed off with it and be like, what are you doing? Why are you saying this? Are you saying that have people reported me? What? They're going to be thinking now, like, oh, why have I got to say this? Or, they're going to be thinking their taxis are bugged and all this kind of shit now, But I just found this and I just found it really, really interesting, and I thought a lot of people need to know this because I got a lot of friends and I got a lot of people who follow me who live in New York. And just this is, to me, here in the UK, this just blows my mind that a company like this, the largest for hire vehicle regulatory agency in the country, in America, licensing 200,000 plus drivers. To me, that is absolutely insane because they are literally asking all these people, they're telling them, you can't say this, you must say this. That's censoring their speech, and that's regulating them, and that's not right. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see all you wonderful people soon.